It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Golden State Warriors as they play against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. A rematch of the incredible NBA Finals of 2015. Warriors came out on top in that series in 6. Looking back now, Shaq, do you think the Cavs could have won if they were healthy?
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. We don't like to use ifs. We don't like to make up excuses. However, losing Kyrie and Love was devastating for the Cavs. Ernie, they had to roll with a 7-man rotation for most of the series.
I think the Cavs still will have some depth problems even this year, and they would have had them against the Warriors, even if that didn't happen. So, Warriors, champs, deservingly.
Yeah, a ditto. I certainly echo that sentiment for what it's worth. And that'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
We've got an electric crowd here in Golden State's Oracle Arena. We'll see Cleveland facing the Golden State Warriors. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports Sunday Night Hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. So Golden State will get the first possession. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Mozgov in at the 5 spot. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us, and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Now LeBron, after the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And the thing about LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also their basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron.
Well, talking about the strength of LeBron now, we saw Michael Jordan do this too. It didn't. They paid a lot of attention to their body as they got older, and thus they became more sculpted. They looked more physical.
Exactly. Leaned up and altered their games a bit. Not nearly as high-flying, but just as potent and as effective.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
Curry dishes to Bogut. Thompson against Shumpert. And Thompson kicks to Bogut. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
Man, I got to pick my jaw up off the floor after that one, guys.
As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And, you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. The drive by Green. Bogut kicks to Thompson. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
James a screen on Curry. Tries from 10. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Warriors have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. The pass to Bogut. On the wing, Green. Thompson dishes to Curry. The 3-ball. And that one's good. Curry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Love with the screen on Curry. Kicks to Mozgov. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Curry with it. Bogut with a screen on Irving. Thompson in the corner. The shot. Again, the miss by Thompson.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that. And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Barnes passes to Thompson. And another 3 for Golden State.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Irving kicks to Love. He dishes it to Mozgov. Goes up to the stripe, and he gets it to go. Mozgov's got his second bucket tonight. And for Black, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on and the Cavs got tougher, those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
Now Curry, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Mozgov's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Now here's James. He dishes it to Mozgov. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Some people think LeBron's athleticism, Clark, has declined over the last few years. He might be the first to admit it. He still looks terrific, though.
Well, he's, that's a natural progression for any player,
Sure.
even if you are LeBron. But he's still an elite athlete by NBA standards.
And remember the quote from LeBron on the subject. Obviously, I'm not the 18-year-old kid that I was before, but I can still do the things I need to be successful.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Here is Livingston.
You know, LeBron was just so far ahead of everyone in the league when he was young. I mean, even a LeBron who has lost a step is more athletic than 95% of our league.
Spates sets a screen. Pass to Ezeli. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Pick by Varejao. Stolen. And here we go with Barbosa. Heading to the hoop. That one goes. Count.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
He used that pick to get in close.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Now here's Iguodala. The shot by Spates. Nobody around. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum. Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Thompson no good on the free throw. Here is Livingston. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Azili gets the bucket.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Warriors lead by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. A chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can, live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him, nothing rattles him.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Barnes and Green of the forward set. Iguodala out there with Livingston. And it's Spates in at the center, locking down the middle. The Cavaliers trail by 3. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Now Iguodala, after LeBron's three-pointer that didn't go. Here's Smith. Drops in the layup for 2. The Warriors shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall?
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
Here is Livingston, looking for his first basket still in this one. And here's Iguodala outside. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got his 4th assist in this one.
It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note was it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
Now Iguodala following the miss by J.R. Smith from deep. Spates dishes to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Green with a screen for Barnes. Off the pick. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
That is good.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Iguodala, the pass to Green. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
That one is off. And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
He hits the second from the line.
You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love, but I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch 4-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Bogut with a screen on Irving. Here's Curry with the 3. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Well, they're not afraid to just let it fly from here. They didn't have as much success in the first quarter, but with this lead, they're looking to extend it with the 3-point shot.
Now here's Love. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And Draymond Green won't give you the superstar numbers of a Kevin Love, but he's got a deceptive impact, Clark, at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I call him a value-utility guy because he does a little bit of everything that brings value to your quest to win. His shooting has steadily gotten better, and while he's not an all-star yet, the sum of his total contributions on the floor, impressive.
Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Golden State. Barbosa comes in for Harrison Barnes. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Jefferson's checked in. They set the screen. The drive by Bogut, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Kevin Love. Thompson outside. Pulls up from the corner. They get the rebound. Ezeli, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And you know, Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. Outside for Curry. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Irving against Curry. Fires the 3, and he gets it to go. And now it's a 10-point Warrior lead.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket. You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Post, rotate over, and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
For 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Verajau's checked in. .56 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Love. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game so far. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And stolen by Love. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Irving with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Love with the screen on Curry. Irving attacking. He got right to the cup using that screen. Irving's got 6 points.
And how about that screen by Love? That was a wall.
Curry against Irving. Curry kicks to Bogut, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
And here's Irving. And so that's the end of the first half. The Warriors on top, ending the second quarter on a 12-4 run. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. Andre, what has been the underlying principle of how you and the team have taken the floor tonight?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but in order for us to be a good team, everyone has to be on the same page, and we're doing it tonight.
Andre, thank you. Kevin, one of those intangibles you always look to.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. They had some very nice stretches of play in the second quarter at both ends of the floor and got out to a well-deserved 8-point lead by halftime. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
What stood out to me more than anything else was how hard they got after it on the offensive glass. They were keeping possessions alive and converting those rebounds into points. Take away those extra points, they're not in this position, Ernie.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Cleveland.
Well, right now, they're getting a little embarrassed on the defensive end. They got outshot in the first half, but that's because no one put their foot down on defense to stop it. So in the second half, they need to play much more disruptive defensively. They have to do whatever it takes.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
And now the third quarter about to get going. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
And the threes, they just dropped for him consistently. He was in a zone in that first half.
I'll say, this couldn't have been a more productive day for him from long range so far.
Checking out the group for David Blatt to start the second half. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Down low, it's Love and Mozgov. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. Here's James. Offensive rebound. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Mozgov.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
And here's Irving after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Shumpert, no good. And a minute played as the second half gets going. At the elbow, it's Thompson. Back to Curry. The tray. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. They paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders. But thus far, he's proved to be worth it.
Green kicks to Thompson. Back to Green. Out to the right wing. Outside Curry. The shot no good. and Cleveland will come the other way.
And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle. And that's exactly what they need to do right now. I mean, just attack the basket. And, hey, if you get fouled, maybe you get some free throws out of it.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Mozgov, guys, was specifically sought after by his coach, Dave Blatt. Remember, Mozgov was a favorite of his from when Blatt coached the Russian national team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Klay Thompson. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Smith comes in for Shumpert. Count the bucket.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Here's James following the basket by Draymond Green. Curry against Irving. Goes up on the wing, and Cleveland again with the bucket. Mozgov and Blatt with a close connection from their international play. Mozgov was a big part of taking home a bronze medal. Remember Clark back in 2012 with Blatt?
Yeah, exactly. In Russia, and now again with the Cavs, Mozgov is showing that Blatt has great confidence and trust in his ability, and that's wonderful for a player.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
Williams, he's checked in for Cleveland. And both free throws good for Curry.
And Curry and his turnovers last year, a lot of it might have been getting used to a new system. But you can see he's also tightened up his play to reduce the giveaways.
Now here's Williams. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And it's Smith, top of the key. Williams attacking from 10 feet out. That one a little long.
You know, Curry knew turnovers were a problem. How about his mom even instituted a fine on him? And so anytime he has more than 3 in a game, he owes his mom $100 per turnover.
The Cavaliers trail by 15. Smith outside. The dish now to Irving. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. It's stolen by Curry. There's the triple. Can't hit. Some solid defense there from Irving. Here's James.
Oh, wow.
Hey, kid, you ready?
It's a beautiful jam.
You know, on the surface, it might seem questionable to attempt a dunk like that when you're behind, but I think he's just trying to give him a spark.
What a dunk it was.
And he's got that awe factor. Even look at us. We're all sitting here just waiting for when he goes airborne.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And that sends Draymond Green to the free throw line. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Second person, second team.
And the Warriors with some changes. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Spates. Barbosa comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And Cleveland also making a change. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Irving.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA, and Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point. So he gets them both.
And for Varejao, his wild hair and frenetic style long ago earned him the nickname Wild Thing. I mean, diving for loose balls, taking charges, but that energy and enthusiasm may be unsurpassed really by any other player in our league.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. Thompson sets the pick for Williams. Smith drives in. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Well, Greg, you're talking about Varejao. He may play wild, but his production has backed it up. A few years ago, he averaged, Clark, over 14 rebounds a game.
Yeah, and I don't think he plays that wild. I think he just looks wild. That hair flying all over the place, and he's giving up his body. I don't know if he's necessarily a wild player as much as he just looks and appears to be everywhere at all times.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Warriors.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Green, and it's Klay Thompson in for Andre Iguodala. And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back, late first-round draft pick. His minutes were down actually last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws, a testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
Iman Shumpert is checked in for Williams. .52 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Dellavedova. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And it's wide right, hits off the rim.
And, going back to Ezeli, impressive physically, 7 foot, 7'6" wingspan, 5% body fat. If his skill set ever catches up with his natural gift, watch out. Looky here. How about that one? That play, take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook for future reference.
Perfectly done. He put it on a platter for him. Gosh, that was neat.
And guys, how about the touch there on the finish? Really just flawless.
The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got 6 assists in the game. Here's Dellavedova. Love in the post. No good. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Warriors ahead, running away with it. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Now here's Curry. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Maurice Spates out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bogut in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Warriors' 5. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. A 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin. But you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
The first one falls.
And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA.
And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP in a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean, of all the stars on that team, he shined the brightest. And I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
That shot wide open. And it's 7 points for Draymond Green.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
The drive by James. Love up top. Shumpert in the corner. There's the three. That falls. Great assist by Love.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Warriors leading by 17. Now Curry. Spates with a screen on Irving. Curry kicks to Spates. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. And the Warriors lead by 19.
Timeout. Start it.
Timeout called Cleveland. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
He's dialed in from long range. They got to stay in his hip pocket and deny him the catch.
Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Inside, here's James. Cannot hit. The Warriors go the other way with it. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Thompson for three, and the shot is good. Thompson's got 9 points here in the second half.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Now, here's Thompson. Mozgov kicks to Shumpert. Picked by Mozgov. 5 to shoot. And another miss by Cleveland. Warriors leading by 22. Outside Curry. Spates with a screen on Irving. It's Curry outside. Another three for Golden State.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Now, here is Irving. Outside Shumpert. Thompson sets the pick for Shumpert. At the top of the key, Thompson. Will it go? It's the front of the rim and out. The Warriors have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Here's Curry with the three. The shot misses. Shumpert with some nice D.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Passes to Mozgov. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Irving kicks to James. Thompson, a screen on Thompson. Shot from the top of the key, and the shot falls short this time. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Spates sets a screen. They kick it out to Green. Jacks up a three, and he gets the bucket. Green's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And that tells you a lot about why the score is where it is. Lazy defense.
James outside, 13 feet away. Misses off the left iron.
And, you know, you can feel the desperation right now. They're starting to lose their composure offensively.
Yeah, it's palpable, Greg. I mean, clearly you can see the frustration. And it's understandable. I mean, right now they're on the wrong side of a big run.
Here's Shumpert. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. And Thompson kicks to Shumpert. And stolen by Barnes. Thompson from long range. Thompson with the rebound. Cavaliers have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Irving with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. Irving, good.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yes, very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Curry. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
That 3 off the mark.
Well, that's clearly a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look at it.
No doubt about it. You cannot let up defensively just because he missed that one.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. Launches it. Another miss by Curry.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
1 second separating the shot clock and game time. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Shooting for Golden State, Stephen Curry with 1.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Three from the inbound, and that one's good.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
And Verajao kicks to Smith. And another miss by Cleveland. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, all cylinders go. No question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
Well, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job of finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports Postgame Show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Stephen Curry. He just put it completely out of reach in the fourth quarter. It was as if he was saying, okay, enough fooling around, I'm taking over now.
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. You get jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
I will say this about Steph Curry. There is no player in the league more capable of single-handedly taking over a ball game than he is. What I mean is, Steph Curry's hot. It's hotter than anyone else is hot. He can beat you with his feet, his mind, his shot. The only thing you can be sure of is that he will beat you.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.